Do you find your workouts are more often hit and miss rather than just the odd bad workout? Then I've got some tips to help you guys regain that balance and get you firing on all cylinders, ready for each and every workout. So in the past I used to find that it was very much 50-50 as to whether I would have a good workout or a bad workout, but over time I've learned some tips and tricks that really helped me get it much more down to like a 90-10 ratio, where I only get the odd bad workout here and there. Most of them end up going really well. So today I want to dive in and share what those tips are to help you guys get the most out of your workouts. And tip number one starts the day before your workout, and that is to not lose too much tension within those muscles of yours. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, I used to spend a lot of time foam rolling, massage gun, muscle balms, all of that stuff, stretching, hot baths, everything to relax and loosen the muscles the day before my workout, because I assumed that if my muscles was feeling good and relaxed, that's exactly what I needed to go and nail those workouts. But actually, that is very counterintuitive and not what I wanted to do. After doing some research a couple of years ago, I kind of found that you wanted to leave a little bit of tension in those muscles ready for your workout the next day. Save all that hard TLC stuff for the day of your workout once your workout is done. I'm assuming here you're not doing back-to-back workouts. So for me, I do like an easy run or a steady run, and then just to now do some light stretching. That's it, nothing more. And then do the foam rolling, massage gun, muscle balms the day of my workout after my workout itself. Does that make sense? Strides at the end of your easy run is a good way to build tension as well. If you don't do it, that's fine. Just basically don't do too much heavy stuff on your muscles the day of your easy run, the day before your workout. Save that for after your workout. Relax the muscles off then. Go out for your easy run, repeat the cycle the next day, and get that tension built back in your muscles, ready to go again for the next workout. And tip number two, eat well before your workouts. Get those calories in you. It's so important. I used to think it was a great idea to do fasted workouts in the morning, or just basically don't eat, get up and go out and don't eat. And often what I would find there is I would really suffer in the second half of the workout, or on some occasions I wouldn't even get going. And that all came down to how much food I ate the day before the workout. If I'd eaten a very small amount of food the day before or not eaten particularly well, that workout would suffer massively. So what I always do now is make sure the day before my workout, again this goes back to prior planning the day before, eat well, eat loads. I always make sure I eat a ton, especially around dinner time and slightly later, and then I stop, and then I make sure I lightly fuel in the morning of the workout as well, even if it's just a gel. Even if I get a gel 10 minutes before I go out, just putting something in the system really helps sustain energy throughout. And since I've been doing this, making sure I've eaten loads the day before, and even just having a gel in the morning, it's made a massive difference. I get through the workout without feeling a lull of energy, and I feel great. Similarly, if it's an evening workout, what I used to do is basically not eat, because I have a bit of a sensitive stomach, so I used to eat very lightly all the way through the day, and then I get to the evening, I feel so lethargic and it just wouldn't work. So now what I do with that is I eat heavily in the morning, and then I lighten things up towards the evening, and then I basically don't eat 3 hours before, but I've made sure I've eaten a good amount of calories in the day. Getting that energy on board is so critical to having a good workout. And tip number three, get those activations done when you get up before you go out the door, or before you go out the door for your workout. Now, activations for me is just simply a case of glute bridges, lunges, monster walks with a band around, just to get those glutes firing. And then I have another band which I do a bit of back activation on, because back is an area for me that I sometimes suffer with, but activating all those muscles that need to be activated is key. Again, I used to just get out the door after sitting down all day in a chair, or feeling a bit lethargic when you wake up in the morning and just get out the door. Your body's not really awake and ready. Doing these activations is going to fire up everything you need it to, so that everything's engaged and every muscle is working in the way that it should be. Just spending 5 or 10 minutes every morning going through that routine makes the world of difference. This is how I used to get injured a fair bit. My hamstrings or my lower back would kick in when my glutes weren't firing, and that would lead me to no end of problems. A countless amount of money on a physio, a massage therapist, spending time ironing me out, dealing with all these niggles that I'm picking up. Now I'm so much more in tune with my activations, understanding, learning what it feels like to have glutes activated. When I'm running, can I feel my glutes activated? And this all comes with practice, but practice starts with the activations. When you get those right, you'll then start to learn how you feel, and you feel so much more powerful when you're using the right muscle groups. Tip number 4, allow suitable time for a good warm up and cool down. We all know how important that is, and I had a classic example a couple of weeks ago during my training where I ran out of time. I made sure I did my activations, but I cut the warm up and cool down out of my workout. So I literally did my activations, felt really good, everything was firing, but got out the door and within 3 minutes I was into my workout pace and I could not get up to speed. There was no way. But then the second half of my workout was great because I'd used that first half to get warmed up into it, and that is eliminated by doing a warm up and cool down jog. Now for me, that was a one-off thing. It hasn't happened recently, and I've got into a really good habit of making sure I do at least 10 to 15 minutes, then followed by drills and strides before every single workout I do. So this whole combined package of activations before you get out the door, doing your warm-up jog, and then your drills and strides, your body is just going to be ready like a coiled spring to go out there and get that workout done. And tip number 5, let's touch on drills and strides a little bit more, just to explain why they're so important in this whole bigger picture of the workout. So obviously we've done our activations, we've eaten well the day before, and on our easy run the day before we've made sure that we've not done too much TLC on our body, so our muscles has still a little bit of tension in them. So when it comes to the warm-up, we've done our activations, as I said, get out there, do that nice warm-up jog, and it comes to the drills and strides. So before we get into that workout, the whole idea of the strides in particular is to get those muscles used to what's about to happen, quick turnover, speed, getting them used to firing, but for a duration of 10-20 seconds, which really doesn't take a lot out of you. So it just gets your body prepared mentally and neurologically. You're kind of ready, you know what's going to happen. It's not going to be a shock to the system. So when you get into it, sometimes what a lot of you and myself can find is that first 1, 2, 3 minutes of a workout in the first rep, we can take a while to adjust. It feels harder than it was, and then we work into it. Well, the strides in particular take away a lot of that sort of shock to the body, shock to the system, and we can ease into it a heck of a lot better. And the drills, again, we're just neuromuscularly trying to program our body to move in the best and most efficient way, whether it's high knees, butt kicks, A skips, B skips, whatever it might be. We're trying to teach our body that this is how we need to move, this is getting our muscles firing, and this is the best patterns that we should be using when we're running. Those fast feet, everything here combined is going to get us moving efficiently and swiftly when we move into the workout. And the final tip, tip number 6, relax into it. Do not strain and do not push. Just go with the flow, see how your body feels, because naturally we've done everything that we've just talked about, and as I said, just then we have that little bit of shock as we go into that first rep. We're still going to have it, even if we've done all those drills and strides, it's going to be a little bit less, but it's still going to be like, oh gosh, here we go, and we always take that first rep or two to warm up. It's going to be quicker and more efficient if we've done all the steps before, but don't panic, that first rep might just be a little bit more of a harder feeling than the rest of them, and that's okay. Don't force it, roll into it, because if you finish that workout strong, you'll be on such a massive high. Again, what I've learned really quickly is over the years, especially in the last couple of years, just don't force it. Don't force that initial pace. Your body will warm into it. And I know a lot of people joke about it. I am 36. I like to say I'm getting older, and there are a lot of older people that watch this channel that laugh at me and say, oh, you're not old, you wait till you get to my age. I understand that. There's also a lot of people younger than me. And what I find is, in particular, as I am moving through the ages, I'm not as kind of adaptable as I was when I was 28, 29, 30. I do find now that I take longer to warm into things than I used to do, and it's just something that you find as you get older with running, I guess. So for me, one of the biggest lessons is just ease off, just relax, go for it, put the effort in. That effort might not replicate the pace that you're trying to achieve, but I guarantee you, as long as you don't strain and push, by rep 2, 3, 4, 5, you're going to work into it nicely. So that's my final tip. Just relax, enjoy, and you'll have such a better workout. So there we go. Those are my 6 tips to help you guys get the most out of yourselves when it comes to those workouts and help you guys get faster too. They're all great if you put them together. It's just kind of that routine that I've put myself together and have learned over the years, and it's great now to get that ratio, as I said, from 50-50 is a good and bad workout, more now down to 90-10. I'd love to hear your tips for people out there. If you've got any tips for people that you've learned over the years that you think is great to get your body prepared for that workout, let everyone know in the comments below. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on this subject, because it really is a good one. That's it from me today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please do consider giving it a like, share it with your friends, and of course subscribe to the channel for weekly running content. I'll see you on the next one. Until then.